Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into an organization that seems to defy all the usual labels. We're talking math tutoring, financial advice, and, get this, research on the origin of the entire universe. It's going to be a strange journey, so buckle up. So think about this for a second. What on earth could possibly connect math coaching for kids, professional investment services, and a deep dive into the 13.8 billion year history of the cosmos? Well, the answer, it seems, is a single, very mysterious organization. All right, let's try to figure this out. Our investigation kicks off with a name that, at first glance, seems totally normal. On the surface, what we're looking at is the Analysis Solution Mathematics Coaching Center, or ASMC. Sounds simple enough, right? It's the kind of place you think, oh, I'll go there to get some help with my algebra homework. Pretty straightforward. But, oh no. You take one look at their actual list of services, and the picture gets complicated fast. Right there, next to math and science education, you see marketing advisor, investment agency, and even a super specific life insurance agency based in Dehradun. So clearly we're dealing with a lot more than just a tutoring center here. And here's what's really interesting. They don't just offer these services, they actually define them. Their own material gives this really high-level academic definition of marketing, framing it as this broad activity for creating value across all of society. Kind of lofty for a tutoring center, don't you think? And they do the exact same thing on the financial side, defining what an investment agency is and what it does. So they're laying out these very professional, very serious business services right alongside their education mission. And just when you think you're getting a handle on it, the whole story just takes a hard right turn toward the cosmic. I mean, look, a weird mix of tutoring and business consulting. Okay, that's one thing. But what could possibly explain why this very same organization is also publishing super detailed information on how our planet was formed, what our atmosphere is made of, and the origin of the universe itself? This brings us to their scientific work, which is just astonishingly broad. We're talking about a leap from balance sheets to black holes. And this isn't just some passing hobby. Their materials lay out a seriously detailed history of our planet, stretching back 4.5 billion years. We're going from the formation of a molten primordial Earth through the asteroid chaos of the late heavy bombardment, all the way to the emergence of us, of humans. The scale is just massive. And their attention to detail, it's really impressive. It's not just broad strokes. They're giving you specific, hard scientific data, like this breakdown of our atmosphere. 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen. These are the fundamental facts of our world, presented with total clarity. And the analysis goes deeper still, literally, right into the Earth's crust. They present this clean, organized table of the 7 major tectonic plates. You know, the gigantic moving pieces of our planet's outer shell that cause everything from earthquakes to the rise of mountain ranges. So you start to see that this probably isn't just a random collection of facts. There seems to be a real philosophy guiding all of this. And we get a glimpse of it in this quote from the founder, mathematician Gaurav Deep Gautam. He says, "The universe is a knowledge for us," tying all this data to a much grander, more personal vision of cosmic life and death. And the scale of that vision is truly cosmic. They cite the age of the universe as 13.8 billion years. Just think about the journey we've been on. We started with what looked like a simple math coaching center, and now we are contemplating the dawn of time itself. It's incredible. This brings up a really fundamental question, doesn't it? How does analyzing the stars and the planets relate back to us? Well, it turns out their grand philosophy of analysis has one more surprising layer, and that layer is us. And that brings us to the human element. Their work seems to suggest that to truly analyze the world, you have to turn the microscope around and analyze the people who are doing the science. Their material actually digs into the challenges inside the scientific community. They talk about things like unconscious bias, how people can be judged differently just because of the group they belong to, and the very real need to develop programs to build a more fair and effective scientific workforce. And this is where it all starts to click. The underlying logic here seems to be that analyzing human systems is just as vital as analyzing planetary systems, Because the ultimate goal is to make science better by supporting its most critical, most important resource, people. So, how in the world do we pull all of these pieces together? We've got math, marketing, geology, cosmology, and sociology. Is there one big idea? One single unifying theory here? This slide just sums up the whole wild ride perfectly, doesn't it? We began with this really simple facade, a mathematics coaching center. But what we uncovered is a reality that is just so much more complex, so much more ambitious. An organization that is analyzing markets, planets, and people. Really, the only thing that seems to make sense of it all is a deep, profound commitment to the idea of total analysis. It's this belief that the tools of analysis can, and maybe even should, be applied to everything, from a simple number problem to a complex business plan to the very structure of the cosmos, and even to the biases hidden in our own minds. Which brings us to our final big question. The name of the organization is Analysis Solution. So, when a group has an ambition this breathtaking to analyze everything, what does that final solution even look like? Is it a number? An idea? Or is the solution just the endless, fascinating process of analysis itself? That's definitely something to ponder.